Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blurred in the land.
Welcome back to Ill Blur. Matter guys, welcome back, Legends community. Returning Legends, thank you so much for commenting, liking, and sharing. New Legends, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Let's get into today's new video. Today's new video, let's talk about being ghosted. So, I think everyone has, at some point in time, has been ghosted, all right? And I think a lot of the whole ghosting thing is because we feel like people may not be important as we think they are, or we're just ignoring a person because maybe we didn't like how they responded to a particular topic. Now, ghosting has become a thing, and I have to say this because there have been quite a couple different experiences of me being ghosted. All right, I'm not gonna act like I've never been ghosted because it's not. Oh, I've never been ghosted. One example of me being ghosted, and this one was to me the most hilarious. Having a different perspective on something. It happened to me this year, man, and it was someone that I thought, I'm like, man, we're really cool and everything. And once I had a different perspective, I got ghosted. They never responded to none of the, the inboxes and stuff. And like I said, we were both into like Marvel, DC, anime, that type of stuff. And once I had a different viewpoint on something that I sent them, they just up and ghosted me, yo. Like, and then I eventually got blocked. And that's totally fine too, because to me, some people, and I don't know why people are like this sometimes, they expect you to have the same viewpoints or maybe same perspectives as them. That's what makes us unique. We all have different perspectives, right? And that was something I'm like, man, I got ghosted over something that I sent you, that you could just say, okay, I disagree, and left it at that. But then to block me, and then unanswer me, I was like, wow, this is ghosting on a whole nother tier, all right? And that's okay, man. It's okay to get ghosted. It's sometimes, when I think about ghosting, it's a form of self-protection in a way. Does anybody else feel that way? Now, the other time I got ghosted. Oh, I gotta bring this one up. I met this person, and I thought everything was good, man. Like conversation was there, starting a friendship with this person. And let me tell you guys, man, and I've talked about this before too. When it came down to meeting a person versus them being online, some of y'all got two different personalities, man. It's like Jekyll and Hyde going on. Online, they got I got the whole business I'm trying to come up on, which is totally fine. I get that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a blurred consecrator trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? And, me expressing like, yo, this is the type of stuff I do, da, da, da. But what got me was, I reached out, yo, let's, try to figure out when we can hang out, meet up, da da da, that type of thing. Because I already met this person at their actual job. Once they ghosted me, and then have you ever looked at someone's profile that you met actually at their actual job environment? And you look at their profile, and I just saw like just this whole nother person, and then it dawned on me, we wouldn't be good friends, because your social media personality, who you are on social media, is completely different from who you are in person. And I was like, man, this is just it's just the universe shielding me, like, yep, nope, don't put yourself out there to this person, because they only see a certain aspect of who you are, and they appreciate that, but they don't appreciate the other you, who you really are. Because, like I said, the conversations were cool. Like I said, I would see them every now and then from time to time at their work environment and stuff like that. But I was like, nah, I see why this is not going to work. Because how they are as a person. You got a whole different personality online versus who you are in person, and I'm like, I'm not wasting my effort anymore. You know what I'm saying? It would have been dope if things would have worked out, but at the end of the day, I just was like, no, I refuse to put myself in those shoes when it comes down to it. Now, the other ghosting response. Let me just bring this up too, because I want to bring this up. I won with a consecrator a while back. Oh, let me tell you, man. Let me tell y'all. Because I gotta talk about this one. This is where a lot of us gotta get back into being accountable. Oh, so I came across this consecrator, upcoming consecrator and everything. Ashley was an actress. Now I'll never forget it. I even talked about it yesterday with Black Cash. And I remember just this person, me and them brainstorming back and forth, like, yo, we should do something together. This is even before the whole Blurred and Goddess thing came to be. And what happened was, they were talking a good game. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about doing more episodes, getting it together. It was kind of, like I said, this was like pre-Blurred and Goddess era. You know what I'm saying? Before. And when it came down to the day of actually doing the thing where we were going to collaborate and stuff, the person was a no-show. They talked the good game, like, oh man, we can do this many episodes during this time, you know what I'm saying? And then it's going to be like a collaborative effort. I got ghosted. The day when we were supposed to do our very first episode, ghosted. I was able to reach out to them once, but then when I brought this subject back up again, I'm like, yo, like, are we still doing this? What's going on? I realized that I got ghosted. They were probably, most likely, and this is probably true, because I had a bigger sub count than them at the end of the day. They were looking to gain popularity because I already had a big following. On top of that, they probably were chasing fame. They didn't say that, but quiet as kept. That's what I'm thinking they were doing. I'm like, oh, you chasing the fame, you chasing the popularity. I am the bigger creator than you are. But I think ghosting is just a form of self-protection in a way, to some degree, because you can end up in situations that you don't necessarily want to be in if you just understand that. And I think sometimes it's hard, rejection can be a weird thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you have maybe expectations for people, but once they ghost you, you're like, oh, that's out the window now. That's out the door when it comes down to it. But ghosting, it's become more popular now. I don't understand why it's become more popular. But instead of people wanting to address things, communicate differences, because I've experienced that too as well, they just get into the act of ignoring your text messages, ignoring your phone calls. That is becoming a norm that if we be more accountable, when it comes down to it, things will be better. But you chose the route of the art of ignoring people. And then sometimes it's a bit annoying too when I think about it. It's like, man, they really ghost me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is a blur. Liberal guys, thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's topic on Let's Talk About It, ghosting. And have you ever been ghosted? You tell me, comments, guys. It's the hardest working blurred on YouTube, and I'm out.